Hello and welcome to FatbossTV. Today we are having a look at the Shard of Fear encounter in the Terrace of the Endless Springs on the Mists of Pandaria beta.
That's right. It's a good encounter, but unfortunately on the beta we didn't really get a full test out.
It was a bit broken. It was really difficult, and I was on a warlock. I didn't know what I was doing, but you got like these little portal things, and it was useful.
But the fight itself is quite good.
Yes, it is a very good fight.
I think it's going to be quite fun on live.
So it's the last boss in the instance, and for this boss you'd like to take 2 tanks, 2 healers, and a mixed DPS setup. Like, with melee you kind of can get away with it a bit.
Somehow.
Ish.
It's amazing. But anyway, so what happens when you first pull the boss is that he's completely rooted to the ground. He doesn't move at all. And when you do pull him, he'll sort of spawn 2 refracted light beams that sort of create a zone. It's like a triangle zone.
Yeah.
It's basically a safe zone because the boss's energy will go up. Once he reaches 100% energy, he'll do a breath. And if you're within the safe zone, you take no damage from the breath. If you're out of it, you'll pretty much die.
Yeah, it fears you and he does a fuck ton of damage. And
the breath will go like he'll constantly do the breath throughout the whole encounter.
Yeah. Also, throughout the encounter, these terror things spawn, and they will appear in pairs, one at each side of the boss, and they'll keep spamming something called Penetrate and Bolt, which targets a person and sends a projectile, so you just move from the shit on the ground. And if you do get hit by this, it increases the amount of shadow damage you take. So that's...
And it stacks up, so...
Yeah, that does stack. So, but what they do, which is interesting, they actually spawn with a shield in front of them.
Like a Star Wars style shield.
Exactly, just like in the Will of the Emperor boss, and you've got to get behind them to DPS them. However, on the beta, you kind of didn't. But
however, to DPS them, you have to leave the safe zone, which means you can get hit by the breath. So you need to keep an eye on the boss's energy before you actually go and start DPSing them.
Yeah, exactly.
And now these ads will pretty much spawn until you have 8. I mean, obviously you can kill them as you're going along, but it seems to spawn a maximum of 8. As soon as those 8 have been killed, they'll then start spawning again. That's at least what we had. I don't know that it's supposed to be like that, but that's how it seemed to be.
Yeah, it's a bit broken. Now, apart from the breath and the ads, every so often 5 people from the raid will be turned into like a Shah and taken to another platform. Now, this always comprises of 1 tank, 1 healer, and 3 DPS. And basically, you go over and you've got to like try and kill this fucking person with a crossbow. It's not very nice.
You've got to kill some panda, and when the panda dies, you get taken back to the platform.
Yeah.
However, we didn't manage to kill the panda.
The panda has a lot of health, and one of the things he does is that he keeps shooting out these little orbs. Right, and when you run through the orbs, it damages you a bit. However, it gives you a fuck ton of your resource back, so it'll give you a bunch of mana or a bunch of energy or whatever, or focus. So it's good for the healer to get them. But if you don't pick them up within 8 seconds, they go. Also, it goes back to the panda, the crossbow guy, and he gets 5% of his health back.
So you pretty much have to take all of them.
Yeah, so it's really good to have mobile.
And there was a shit ton spawning. However, Blizzard did say after the testing that it wasn't intentional for the amount of orbs that were spawning.
Yeah, it was
so come live,
mad.
there'll probably be a lot less.
Yeah, exactly. But otherwise, it's very, very simple over on that platform. Now, he does have a couple of other abilities, doesn't he?
Yeah, apart from the orbs, he'll also do some sort of frontal cone ability, and it will go in random directions.
Yeah.
And you pretty much can't avoid it. If it's gone on your direction, if it's right in the middle of you, you're going to get hit by it. And if you get hit by it in quick succession, you actually get feared. And it can be dispelled, but the healers didn't really have the GCDs to even dispel because the damage was so high. So that did a lot of fucking damage.
However, if you're actually behind the pillars, as I noticed, it doesn't actually hit you.
Yeah, you can actually line of sight it.
Which is quite weird. But then you lose so much damage and it's already a DPS race as it is. So,
exactly.
Maybe on live it'll be an actual valid tactic to go behind the pillars, but it certainly wasn't on the beta.
On top of that, the ad will also do some sort of crazy AoE where he'll just spin round. You might also need to go behind the pillars for this. We wasn't too sure, but yeah, that wiped us almost every single time he did it.
Yeah, there's a lot of like cheese, and like sometimes our healers will get globaled. People were getting globaled.
Yeah, people were getting globaled, which is a problem.
But I'm sure that'll be fixed by live.
So the idea is, as soon as you've killed the ad, you'll be taken back to the main platform. However, this is on a timer. 5 players will be sent to a platform on a timer.
Yeah.
So if one set of players doesn't manage to kill it in time for the next time for more players to be sent to another platform,
then there's going to be no one.
Then the boss will send the 5 players that are currently on the main platform over to another platform, which means no one's on the boss's platform, which means you're all killing ads at the side, which means that no one's in melee range of the boss, which means the boss goes absolutely nuts and just one hits everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. He starts gripping people and it starts fucking doing a lot of health.
So it's a DPS race. You need to try and when you get teleported over to the panda on the side platforms, you need to kill him before the boss decides to cast it again and send you over to another platform.
Yeah,
send
exactly.
Another 5 players over to another one. And then essentially it's just rinse and repeat, as far as we're aware. It didn't seem like there was anything else to the fight.
Yeah, later on in the fight when you get the boss lower, other things do happen, but we couldn't see it and that made us sad. But if it comes for testing again, I'm sure we'll be able to show you that part. So it's kind of a part 1 of 2, I suppose.
So although we're being a bit vague here, there's not really there's not really too much we could get into because we couldn't really test that much. But yeah, if this did help you out and you did enjoy it, then please do drop us a like. It helps us out significantly, and obviously we'll bring out an actual guide when this hits live.
Exactly.
As always.
And if you would like to see more of our shit, then do feel free to click up on the screen now, and it'll take you to our videos that are shown there, which is lovely. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.